All right, guys, we'll start with the injury report. We've got Zach Kerr. He was DMP today. Devontae Booker, also DMP. Paxton Lynch, DMP. Talib was DMP, but just a vet day. He's fine. It was more of a recovery vet day for him. Jamal Charles, same state there, more of a vet day. Wolfie looked good. He was limited. Crick was limited also. Adam Goss looked good. He was limited. Kyle Peckel looked good, limited. Raleigh Dixon was full. Damaris Thomas full, and Matt Paradis was full. That's the end of it. Questions? It was a right hip strain. Happened about a week ago. He's treating it. He's fine.
So pretty consistent. You're going to have vet days for guys like Talib?
Well, it's a different week because there's so many days before that. Our actual game plan week. This is really our first day of game plan today. But we've had 2 other practices, so it's just smart to rest those guys who need rest.
You imagine Jamal Charles will get more of those than typical this year?
Yeah, we have a plan for Jamal as far as how we're going to work him, the entire year. Obviously keeping him fresh is going to be huge for us. But yeah, we have a plan for him for the entire season.
Does it mean anything extra to play on Monday Night Football in front of the rest of the league?
Not really. It's our first football game. It's a home game. It's a divisional opponent, so that's big enough for me, and that's big enough for our team. It's on Monday night. That's huge, but it's week 1. It's huge for every team in the league.
How has Mike McCoy helped you as a first-year head coach?
How has Mike helped me? Mike's a hell of an offensive coordinator, and that's his first duties for me. As far as the head coaching duties, I've bounced things off Mike, just for confirmation, more than anything. And Mike's been great for me. I've been, selfishly using Mike as my sounding board.
What's the biggest thing for you on your first game that kept you in the standings moving from coordinator to head coach?
I'm not sure. We've had 4 games, and it's really the game management part, and we've been good with that. And other than that, it's less coaching. That part bothers me, but it's more game management than it is anything.
You're more of an observer instead of a hands-on.
You feel that way sometimes. I do more of coaching the coaches, so to speak, than coaching the players, and that's my role. I love it. It's been fun so far.
With young players, whether it's Bowles or Simmons, how do you balance letting them grow in games and having room to fail in games that count,
right?
Winning the damn game.
Well, we get it with Bowles and Simmons. All of our young first-time starters. It's not going to be perfect, but in my opinion, in week 7, 8, in the thick of the season, those guys can be ready to go. So, we expect some error from our young players, but our young guys are talented, so their talent should overcome their errors, and that's what we hope for Monday night.
Has Mike reinforced that this isn't the same team he coached the last couple of years that was decimated by injuries, and they got a lot of talent back?
Absolutely. This team lost 13 games by 1 possession last year and lost 3 by a field goal. And they were 4-9 in those games. They could have been 9-4. So we know the challenge. It's a Hall of Fame type of quarterback with 2 great tight ends, with 3 great receivers, with a big-time young running back, and a defense with two major rushers. So it's going to be a challenge for our football team. We understand that.
How has Marcus Robertson helped the safeties, especially the younger guys? And was that one of the reasons he was brought in to help develop the younger safeties?
Well, Marcus Robertson was, the best DB coach, that we can hire. But absolutely, he was a great player this league at safety. So, helping Justin, helping Parksy get to the next level, absolutely, he's done a great job with those guys. He's a very, very, very smart football coach. So, he's happy to have the guy.
You talked about, when you were a coordinator, forcing the other team to react to you instead of being reactionary.
Yeah.
As it relates to Vaughn, how do you do that? Well, you know he's going to get doubled. You know they're going to slide stuff to him. How do you look for ways to make sure he's able to get off?
All right, I can't tell you that. That's part of our game plan. That's a great question, but having Ndamukong Suh last year, that was always an issue in having Cameron Wake. So we've got a plan to get Vaughn one-on-ones without pressure. I can't tell you that plan, but that's definitely part of our duties each week to find a way to get Vaughn not chipped and to get Vaughn one-on-ones. So we have a plan for that. You'll see it Monday.
Can you tell us the plan at left guard yet? Do we know who's starting there?
I'm not sure. They're both working there, and they both may play. As far as who's going to start, I'm not sure, to be honest.
You talked about how each team in the AFC West has two speed pass rushers that you have to account for. What's just your thoughts on where you guys are at right now with your two new tackles and how you feel about them going into the week?
I think we're fine, with both of those guys. With Bo's done a fine job for a rookie. The 4 games he played, with 3 games he played, and Milik Watson, he's got his weight down. I mean, he looks really fit. He's playing well, so I feel good about those 2 guys, blocking those guys one-on-one for the most part. But again, they're great players, so we got to help them from time to time. We can't help both, but we can help one guy from time to time.
Vance, with potentially 4 new starters on the offensive line,
Yeah.
how much leeway do you give those guys in terms of it taking time for them to gel?
Leeway, probably none. Okay, our first game's Monday, and they got to play well for us to win. So, I mean, they're professional football players, and, we've practiced for, 4 to 5 months now, okay? Let's go play. And play well, matter of fact.
Excuse me, Vince.
Yes.
I know that Simmons, Parks, and Carter obviously physically bring a lot to the position
Yeah.
that they're being played. Can you, beyond that, can you give me a sense for their attitude and what you like collectively about that trio?
Well, those 3 guys, attitude-wise, I mean, they're fully engaged young guys. Full of energy, very, very smart, playmakers. All 3 guys are tough guys. So, again, they're going to make some errors early on, being young guys, but moving down the road into the season, okay, they should rectify those errors and be great players for us. That's the plan. That's the hope.
How quickly has Brock Osweiler got up to speed the last 3 days?
Brock's fine. Again, he was with Mike as a rookie. So as far as Brock, if he had to play, we have a package for Brock. It won't be the entire playbook, but it's certain things that he like in Mike's system that we'll run with Brock if he has to go in the game and play.
What do you expect the atmosphere to be like Monday night? How do you prepare some of those young players?
I'm expecting it to be electric. Obviously Broncos country is a great fan base. I've played here in primetime games on the Monday night with the Bengals, and it was so loud. So we expect our fans to be really loud. With Phillip, being an audible type of quarterback, our fans going to play a big deal in there, making noise on Monday night.
Vance, at left guard, should we see that as a positive thing, that these guys are still battling for number 1, or maybe negative that neither guy is
I think
enough to win it?
I think it's a positive thing that we've got 2 guys that we consider starters. And both guys are going to play in a football game, and who start, who cares? Both guys are going to play. I think it's a really positive thing for us.
A few more for the coach.
Is that something you see progressing for the entire season, or after a few weeks do you want to have one guy?
I'm not sure. I can't speak to that, but right now they're both playing well. They're both healthy.
Vance, yesterday it was announced that Brandon Stokely was inducted into the Louisiana Sports
Hall
of Fame. What
I didn't hear
about
that.
You Louisiana guys, some great football guys?
Well, Louisiana's got great football, from the southern part to northern part, where Brandon's from. There's a lot of great NFL guys that's from Louisiana. It's a big deal in Louisiana to play high school football. So, congrats to him, and it's a great state of football.
You got some guys with family in Florida. Have you had to give anybody some time to take care of some of those things?
We've got a couple guys that are flying family here, actually, Isaiah. So, obviously the hurricane season's on. I'm a New Orleans guy. Again, I grew up with hurricanes, and it's horrific. The winds and the waters, and watching Houston, now watching Florida, hadn't hit yet, but it's coming. So it's a huge hurricane. So we pray for those people down there, and hopefully they can all evac and get out before it hits.
Do you have any recollections of when you were a kid of some of those things?
Well, every high school football season we had hurricanes, and we would just jump in the car as a family and drive north, and stay 3 or 4 days and drive back home. So for me, it's part of my upbringing, but we didn't stay. We always evacuated as a family.
So the drive back, you're hoping everything's okay?
You're hoping everything's fine, and, you never know. We lost our home in Katrina, and I was in San Fran. But you just never know. This water and wind, and it's always an issue of how much damage is done with the hurricanes. Sad.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you guys. Awesome.